to that next level in our business? What can we be doing in our business to get more productive? How can we produce more goodness in the business? Most people out there think they work hard, and working hard is all great. Yeah, love it. Work a little bit hard. But also, it's about what we produce. That's the big thing. If we ain't producing, it's pointless. If you're just working hard and you're not getting any results, there's no point. Like, I'm really sorry to say it. For anyone out there now, you Instagram crew, you lot on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Clubhouse, if you're working really hard and nothing's going your way, it's a waste of our time. Now, if you're developing a skill, right? If we're at the early stage in a career and we're trying to get to that next level, I get it. We've got to put in the reps. But what's really important is what we're producing within our business. What are we actually getting out of the activities that we do? Now, everyone out there, we've got blind spots in our business. We've got stuff that we want to improve. There's areas out there. But I'm sorry to say it, and I'm going to just call it as it is. The vast majority of us, we're doing activities that we want to do, not necessarily the ones that are producing the right results. So, for example, I'll let you all in on a little secret before we get started on this. So we've got the subscription model. Everyone knows about that, right? That's cool. Here's the big kicker. I've took on a new sales guy, a new guy that is going to be out there hitting the phones. We've done training for 2 weeks. And I've had a conversation with him today. The best thing for me to do was to go into his leads and see exactly what the crack is. Because actually, in his mind, whatever activity, this is the same for you all, whatever we do in our business, we feel it's the best use of our time. That's why we do it. No one is sat there going, I tell you what, I'm proper lazy. We have a justification for what we do, for how we do it, for the way we go about stuff. And what we've got to do is look outside of it. So my sales guy, he said, this is how many calls I've been making. Over there, he's literally new starting, so he's only on the phones for 4 hours. This is how many calls I'm making. This are the objections I'm getting. This is the problems I'm facing. Now, I have a choice at that point to let that guy carry on doing what he's doing. If I know deep down he could be performing better, that he's not producing the right results, if he's not doing the right things in the right way, on paper, yes, you're doing the right things. But you know what I'm talking about here. But you're not producing the right results. If the results ain't coming, there's a reason why. There's something that's going on that isn't working. It is just that simple. It ain't complicated. If you're not getting results, you're not doing something right. Or you're doing something in the wrong way. So then I've got off today and I went, right, I'll just jump on the phones. So I get up on our database and I don't use anything different. I literally use the same things that he uses. So I jump on the phones and I do his job. And most people are not prepared to do this. If you've got a team and you want them to produce better results, instead of telling them the way to do it, show them the way to do it. You've got to get out there and show people firsthand, like Rudolph and the reindeers. Don't want to talk about Christmas, we're in Feb. But you know what I mean. So the idea today was, instead of me saying, hey, I think you could be doing this, I think you could be doing that, this is how many calls I think you could do, this is what I want you to do on each call in more detail, this is where I think we're missing a gap. What's a better way to do it? Take an hour and a half, hit the phones like an absolute demon, do his job for him, but with my skill sets, with my methodology, and then show him the results. All our calls are recorded. You can see it on the CRM. Then it becomes a fact. So that's why we're talking today about productivity. Because then it becomes a fact around what we're doing. It becomes a fact about, it's not a case of, oh, that's all right for you saying this. Actually, that's what I've just done. So if in the space of an hour and a half, I have, without killing myself, done 40% more calls. What does that tell us? It tells us that 40% more calls is more than possible. If I've gone off and I've contacted X amount of people and I spoke to 70% more people, what does that tell us? 70% more people is possible. If we've got rid of them, they're gone as a fact. So if you've got a team, if you've got a business, if you've got staff, and you're at the stage now where they're not producing what you want them to produce, instead of just telling people what to do, show them. If we're so confident on our skills, too many people have got staff now or people that work for them, and they just want people to do it for them. If you expect people to do something in your company, in your business, show them that you can do it. Show them the way you do it. Go and walk in their shoes. Walk a mile in their shoes. You might find it's a very different thing from when we're looking at it from our aeroplane view, from our 10,000-foot aerial view. Welcome, Instagram people, by the way. Hey, Facebook. Hey, LinkedIn. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Clubhouse. So we're talking today about productivity. We're talking about producing more results. And there's a reason why producing more results is vitally important. If you have a business, you set that business up for a lifestyle maybe, but to make a profit. And if we can produce more out of what we're doing, that's only a good thing for our business. So we've got to work out what exactly is it that we can do more effectively. What can I do to produce a higher standard of results? What can I do to get to the next stage within my business? Everyone's looking for that big, amazing, crazy new pill to take to slim down, to get more effective, to get brighter. This ain't limitless. Anyone who's looking for the limitless pill, I don't think it exists. What we've got to do is change our actions, change our activities, change the things that we go off and do to a better standard. Because if you change it to a better standard, you're going to go at it with better effort, better enthusiasm, better delivery, better execution. Imagine it like this. I'll ask you, and I say this to everybody out there. Squeeze your hand as tight as you can. Do it. Just get your hand and squeeze it as tight as you can. I don't care whether you're on Instagram, if you're on live, you're on the platform. I want you guys to squeeze your hand as tight as you can. Now imagine someone now. Let's get some prop money. Someone goes along. You got your hand nice and tight, and they pull out the wonga and they throw it on the table and go 5,000. Squeeze it a bit tighter. Could you squeeze it tighter? We could, right? We can squeeze it tighter. What about they pull out another 5,000 and they go squeeze it tighter again? Could you do it? You damn well try, right? What about they chuck another 5,000 and another 5,000 and another 5,000? But they want you to squeeze it twice as hard as before. I tell you one thing, when the money's on the table, we make more effort. We do more to produce more. The problem is a lot of the time in our businesses, we're missing the opportunity. We're not seeing what's right in front of us at that point. We're not seeing what we could produce if we really went hard at this. If we really went at this with real gusto, with real attitude, real execution. You're doing average results and you're going to get average effort. You're going to get poor results. You can work hard. You can do good effort. You're going to get poor results. When you start doing everything to the highest possible level, then you will start seeing the best results. Then you'll start seeing higher degrees of delivery for you and your staff, for your business. But we've got to go above the threshold. We've got to go above basic. And if you're not producing right now, you've got to change what you're doing. Stop waiting for the world to change for you. So if you're in a sales business now, this is what I'm going to recommend. And this is how you're going to improve your productivity. I want you for the first hour of your day to solely prospect. Too many people out there, they have that feast and famine. Things are great, things are dead. Things are great, things are dead. It's because you're not prospecting in the right way. I want you to cut off everything else. I want you to get rid of your email. I want you to get rid of your phone. Turn off Clubhouse. Turn off Insta. And I want you to get out there and I want you to actually engage with people that are potential buyers of your product or service. I don't care if you're going for referrals. I don't care if you're going for upsells. I don't care if you're reaching out to cold audiences. I want you every single day for 60 minutes, no less. And I want you to prospect. I want you to go out and I want you to talk to people. I want you to get involved in hand-to-hand combat. I want you to get out there and get some rejection in your life. Everyone's out there looking for the easy wins, the easy victories. Here's the big thing. The people that say yes to everything don't have the money to buy everything. So if you're in your business now and you're looking for everyone who just says yes, you're only going to get the very smallest part of the pie. But the people that are used to saying no, the people that often give rejection, most people give up at that stage. So if you're out there now and your sales team is going in, finding out, getting the low-hanging fruit all the time, you'll only ever dine on the low-hanging fruit. You need to learn how to be more effective at the higher levels. We've got to go out and make sure that we're getting to that next stage. Because if you're not at the stage now, but you are taking the relevant actions to prospect every single day, there will be a stage you will run out of leads. It's just a fact. And anyone out there now who says, oh, we've got too many leads, get more salespeople and then get them prospecting. We've got to go out and go hard with this. You've got to go out and give it the real effort. Imagine what you could really achieve if you went full on this year. Cut the excuses, cut the drama, and really went at this 100%. You gave it your absolute all. Imagine if you prospected every single day for 1 hour, every single day, effectively, with passion, with delivery, with enthusiasm. What would happen within your business if that happened? Too many people, they're waiting for people to message them, hey, I wanted to get started. Not calling yourself salespeople. If you've got a sales team, what is the highest performer in your industry performing at? And why are your team not at that level? And if they're not, why not? What are we doing to get them to that stage? So, first hour of the day, get prospecting. Don't care what they're doing. Outbound email, outbound phone calls, speaking events, LinkedIn outreach. Every single day, an hour, an hour, an hour, an hour. You've got to work out exactly what you're trying to achieve within your business and take the relevant action of what you're trying to do. If you don't prospect well, leads will slow down. Your leads slow down, your profits slow down. Your profits slow down, you get lost. Everything gets lost. Number 2, I want you to start qualifying prospects more effectively. What's the big, oh no, that's happened again moment? Where are people falling out on your deals? Where are people falling apart in the sales process? Where are you getting the biggest drop-off? Now, the reason you're getting the big drop-off at that point is because you're doing something wrong. So if they're getting caught up with the whole, I want to think about it, if you're finding they haven't got the right money, if they haven't got the decision maker, that's all based on your qualifying process. Streamline that process. Get it consistently and effectively. I interviewed David Meltzer, and one of his big clients out there. Anyone knows David Meltzer, one of the greats out there. And one of his big clients, they've got a massive company, a bit like B&Q in the UK, garden equipment, building services. But one of their biggest money makers in their business, one of the biggest ones, is warranty upsales. Do you know where they get the most upsells? You've got the main till, customer services, automated systems, garden services. The main money, the main services, the main warranties that are done are on the automated systems. Do you know why? Because every single time that anyone goes through that till, the computer doesn't decide whether to ask if they want a warranty or not. It just asks. It is an automated process. It is done without reflection, without decision. It is automatically done. So with your business now, if you are at the stage that you are not getting enough deals in, improve your qualification, improve what you are actually doing. Number 3 on this, we've got 10 of these I'm going to go through. We're going to fly through, then we're going to do some Q&As. Number 3, I want you to treat phone calls like face-to-face meetings. If you've got a phone call and you're going to get on a call with someone and you're going to have a one-on-one, treat it as seriously as if you were meeting that person face-to-face. Get prepped for that call as if it was a face-to-face meeting. You know, you make more of an effort, you dress a bit sharper, you talk to yourself before you go in there, you prep before the combo. Go and have that degree of professionalism with your calls. Because if you're not taking the time to treat your phone calls like face-to-face meetings, you are underselling yourself. You are underselling to your clients. You are underselling on the results. To treat your phone calls like face-to-face meetings. So that's number 3. Number 4, I want you to batch time in your life, in the workday, that you spend responding to emails. I only respond to emails twice a day. First thing in the morning when having a morning coffee, evenings. Stop looking on your emails. Everyone knows people do this. You look on your emails hoping something's come in. Oh, that deal might have completed. Stop doing it. Stop getting distracted within your business throughout the day, every day. I bet you've got a sales team, right? If you've got a sales team of 10 salespeople and they're prattling about on their emails 5, 6, 7 times a day, they're breaking their concentration. They're losing their motivation. They're not in the moment. They're not trying to outdo. They're waiting on deals. If you're a solopreneur and you're taking the time to keep checking your emails for stuff out there, change it. That's time that you spend on when your emails. Don't go on it any other time. Number 4. Number 5. When you're sending emails, send precise emails. Don't just create emails for the sake of sending them out. Stop doing that. We're 2022, people. I want you to go off and I want you to get precise about what it is. 1, identify the goal of the email. 2, figure out the process that will achieve that goal. Number 3, explain that process in detail so that everyone in that email understands exactly what it's all about. You also want to make sure that in that conversation, you want to make sure that you suggest a few different times. You give alternative options out there for people that they can actually go off and take action based on the email that you put in there. If you don't have some degree of an action, what's the point in the email? I'm not talking here about summary emails, newsletters. If you're trying to outreach to someone on your emails with the intention of getting them to take action, but you don't give them an option to take action, you're missing a trick. Make suggestions in that email which moves the process further along. Number 6, spend a little bit more time doing a little bit more research on the people you're trying to deal with. You guys don't realize how lucky we all are, how fortunate we all are right now to have access to things like LinkedIn. I can go online now, find a company, research a company. It tells me how many people, best contact number, who that works there. You can contact different people on that thing through LinkedIn. Everyone's going into it. Basic phone calls, basic connection, basic emails, basic communication. That doesn't help us. That doesn't get you results. All it's doing is taking up your time every day. If you make me a crappy cake and you make me crap cakes every day, eventually I ain't going to want to eat them. I want you to make absolute beasts of cakes. I want them to do something. But when you come into our world, when you contact a company, but they leave there knowing that you out there, whether you're on Instagram right now, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, whether you're on Clubhouse, if you're going to do something today, do it to the best you can. Make sure that those people hear you. remember you and think, wow, that person I need in my life. Wow, that person delivers. Too many people are half baking their cakes out there. We're going in with a little bit of effort, a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of passion, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. No one cares. You cannot expect to get the best results within your life, within your business, if we're not going to go all in. We expect everyone else to make big effort for us. But if you're not prepared to go out there and put the big effort in for other people, how can you expect to go out and deliver? Number 7, 3 more, and we're going to do some Q&As. Understand your ideal customer better. I am not saying you can only sell to this person, but understand them. Understand who that company is, who that person is. What are their driving factors? What are their concerns? What are their worries? What are the things that are holding them back? What scares them? What excites them? You've got to understand them better. When we go off and we try and sell to everyone, you're not selling to anyone. Oh, well, I just do this and I just do that. No one cares. You've got to realize from them, imagine you lined up in a queue of 100 people. Until you get specific, it's like me standing in front of 100 people and everyone's going, pick me. Everyone's seen that, what's that, like Love Island and all that jazz, where they're just lined up. They can all be beautiful, but all just stood there blending in. When someone's specific, when someone is tailored, when someone is detailed, when someone talks about precise pain points, but when they talk, they go, do you know what? That's me. That's me he's talking to. That's me she's talking to. That's me they're talking to. Yeah, that is that. They understand me. They understand exactly what I'm going through. And when they know that you understand them better, they're going to have a better idea of exactly what you want to go off and do. And too often we're not doing that. Now, this isn't having a go at people. It's just saying a fact. If you want to be loved by people, if you want people to value, if you want people to make an effort with you, if you like people to make you feel special, who are you making feel special today? Who are you going all in with today? Who are you making the effort with today? Number 8, final 2, clean up your CRM. So if you don't have a CRM right now, go and get one. First and foremost, stop working on spreadsheets. It might be handy, it might be practical, but it's really messing with your productivity. It can be a pain coming away from it, but believe me, it is far, far better. Go and set up HubSpot or somewhere for free. There's plenty that are out there. But get clear, get clinical about what you're doing with your people. If your CRM is messy, multiple people trying to work on the same deal, sales reps can't find people or be effective, emails don't get sent out at the right time, follow-ups aren't done in the right time. All of these things ruin our productivity of what we are trying to achieve. If you're not sure about CRMs, what to do, there's plenty that are out there. Number 9, last 2. This is purely selfishly. And this is purely about what I do. If you are not training up your people to become better every day, but you watch sports stars practice before a match and you expect your local football team or Man United or Kobe Bryant, whoever it is, and you expect those people that are multi-millionaires, that are cajillionaires and all the other crazy stuff, and you still expect them on game day to practice, warm up, but you aren't with your team, you're being a hypocrite. We can't expect, if you hire, we see it all the time, is salespeople. Salespeople are not a magic fix. Your accountant, yes, you're hiring for the services, but your sales team, your people, your team in your business, they're there to grow with the business. We've got to water them. You've got to feed them. You've got to train them. You've got to support them. And we spend enough time doing that in the right way, but people will grow with you. If people just feel they're a number, they don't. Doesn't mean it's always going to be easy. It doesn't always mean it's going to be simple. Number 10, final one out there. Understand your sales measurements. If you don't have KPIs for your team, key performance indicators, if you don't have metrics that you can track what is going on, You are just sticking your finger in the air, giving it a lick and seeing what way the wind blows. Now, when you first start off, I understand. We just try and get things moving. You're just trying to get things flowing. But if you don't have an expectation of what needs to be done, if you can't reverse engineer how many people you need to engage with, not just posting on social media, but how many people do you need to actually have a full conversation with? How many people need to be pitched? How many leads do we need to get a deal? What's our average life value, customer value for our clients? What's our upsell percentages? How many people do we need to engage to? And when you know these indicators, it's far easier to get the results. And it causes so much less stress. So that, in short, is what I wanted to talk to you about today. I think for so many people out there, knowing what we need to do when we need to do it is a vitally important part.